finds his target. It's Evans. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, it's Locke. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. As we find ourselves in Week 17, he's already well over the 1,000-yard mark. So there's no pressure there. We'll just see where this final tally ends.
And I love what you just talked about there. There's no pressure. There's pride, right? So the higher he can take that number and rank with his peers,
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, standing just about on his own goal line. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Locke to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
To Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Jason Sanders.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Kirk Cousins sacked.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Lock now on 1st down. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
Lock's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock.
At the 36-yard line.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. It is the final weekend of the regular season, final day of the calendar year as well. A lot of action to update you on, so let's get right to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Devin Singletary, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead at halftime over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Curtis Samuel, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Cousins to throw it. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Gronkowski, incomplete.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 22 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Locke again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke got his man complete over the middle. It's Collins. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Falcons ready to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to Butler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30-yard
flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there.
Defense. You got to be smarter than that, man. Come on.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Darwin Thompson, the ball carrier.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins, open man, Butler complete.
That's good. 4 up.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
At the 50-yard line.
Cousins now from the 50. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
17.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
At their own 8.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. There's the stiff arm. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete.
Pass.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 14.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Locke working out of the gun. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's Kahn. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Locke looks to throw it again. His throw incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
For the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Locke. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Sanders is good.
The kick is
and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
20. Falcons 10.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
50-yard line.
First down. It's Thompson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 49-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Cousins. keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins now. And the pressure gets to him again.
Kirk Cousins sacked.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Kerryon Johnson, the ball carrier.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Thompson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Cousins. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Cousins sacked. An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On first down, Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Johnson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Kerryon Johnson, the ball.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Locke's pass to the sideline and incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return.
1st and 10.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Able to get away. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
And caught up to him. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Operating from the gun. Locke. He completes it to Evans. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Carry on.
7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now Johnson, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Locke. That's complete. It's Collins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain. Brings up
2nd down and goal. Locke. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Number 87.
Rob Gronkowski. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatch. Sometimes they work against the linebackers.
Cousins on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Pass. Intended for number 7.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
Throwing. Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Intended for number 84. Incomplete. Brings up
the Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaquille Barrett. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of
plug on a billboard. Thank the good Lord I'm gifted. Overflowing with the sauce. I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin. Middle finger poking through the casket. No portraying tragedy. The tragedy for you knew what happened. Ain't no explanation. This is second nature. All is automatic. Caught up.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my fate, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that.
National Football League.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go, let's go. Start, baby.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a little bit over. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
He is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Saints 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are, and let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 20. A big play there out of Kamara. 56 yards on the ground. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Dante Hightower on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
By Jair Alexander.
He's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints have taken the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half. so they will go for it on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
All right, guys, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. The first of 4 games this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, it's been as tight as we expected our game to be, all even at the half. Who will go on to the divisional round? We'll find out as we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. But that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
2nd and 11. Caught by Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And the line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
The ball carried by the
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
The second down pass.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we roll the tape here now on his 3 touchdowns. Pretty good game.
And you know how we begin every game spotlighting certain players and kind of anticipating that they'll have a big impact on the game? Well, it doesn't matter whether we talk about him in pregame or not. The spotlight firmly on him at this moment. He's having a big-time game. And I know one thing. The fantasy guys who have him, they're pretty happy right now.
Now they just won another one. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
It's his fullback. This is Bruce Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Alvin Kamara. That's good for us.
It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Kamara on the carry.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll run it with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have moved out in front. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 42. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
19.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Saints 38-yard line.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Middleton. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
First down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Again, the ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is indeed good.
Field goal is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
The score is Saints 35, Falcons 31.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
24-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch. And I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team. But the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
And not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give. This is Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll look to throw now. First down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Complete to Michael Thomas.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call them the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
That's good for a Saints.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
4 yards.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 22.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this to his tight end Troutman.
The first down pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
Troutman
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
at the 20-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 14. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They run. It's Kamara. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Makes the score Saints 38. Falcons 31.
And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
24-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
The pass.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
The pass.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Complete.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
He completes it to Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This complete to Jones.
the pass on
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Jones.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st down, Atlanta.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
The 1st down pass.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 7.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
At the 6-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he has now gotten into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Point after try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Thomas has it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Alvin Kamara. 8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
They're a 48-yard line.
Now Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 43.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
The 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
Number 30.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
3-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 41. Falcons 38.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Falcons offense set to go if they want to advance in this divisional round. Look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th, as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing it in here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
The 1st down.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
2nd down.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
He'll drop to throw. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Complete. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run. This is Kamara. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They'll look to throw here. And it is incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On the touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
25-yard line.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down on the scoreboard. 1:38 to go. It's got to be a touchdown here, and that won't be easy. On the road, in the playoffs, as they've got it with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper.
Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. You got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.